Hello everybody, it's your boy WEEZYFMAMBA and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Thank you guys once again so much for being here. We really appreciate it. On today's video, ladies and gentlemen, we are continuing the segment that we have been doing for the last 10 weeks, aka the tutorial videos for each character in the Texas Chainsaw Massacre video game. The reason why I'd started this series is simply because our in-game tutorial is god awful. It is a text-based, picture-based tutorial. It is non-interactive, and the tutorial that is currently in-game is literally outdated. There's tips and tricks that no longer are applied in the game since launch. So we have took it upon ourselves to try and help train the community to get better at this game. We all know that solo queue is very popular because a lot of people play games by themselves, or they have friends that get on at different times, and a lot of solo queue players are awful. So what we're trying to do is help them in that sense of getting better at family, which we did the family series already, getting better at victim, which is the series that we are currently in, and showcasing the best meta builds that I created for the community in order to get better at this game. Even if you are brand new, or if you are strictly a family main trying to get better at victim, or a victim main trying to get better at family, this is the goal that we set out to do. So with that being said, let's go ahead and start with today's video, how to play as Anna with her best meta builds, okay? That is what we're gonna do. Let's hop on over and get to it, baby. First and foremost, ladies and gentlemen, we are gonna showcase the good old star sign. The star sign is simple. Once you hit level 3 Anna, you will want to take this route. Increased duration. Ability lasts for 9 seconds. While active, significantly reduces damage taken from attacks and falls, while also granting immunity to the effects of Sissy's poison, okay? And the effects of poison in general too, which is Nancy's poison effect with poison claws, but we don't talk about that. The next one is going to be stamina hit recovery. While active, incoming melee attacks will restore small amounts of stamina. This is huge, okay? We want to make sure to get here. Please remember, these do not stack, okay? These do not stack. Anna's star sign is so good. And then lastly, it's the maximum reduced damage. Multiplier is set to 80%. You take 80% less damage with pain is nothing attached. It is basically immunity. At this point, when you hit level 3, Anna's ability is busted. Has been since launch. The skill tree, pretty simple. You guys are going to go ahead and take a left at the starting crossroads. You're going to pop on over, and you are going to come up here. Continue to get all the shitty perks on the bottom, and then the first perk that you're going to want here is Bomb Squad. Once again, Bomb Squad is top tier S+ tier perk. Meta. There's too many damn trappers. Hitchhiker, Nancy, as well as hands. We can't forget there's a possibility of 9 fucking traps on the map at all times. It's crazy. You are able to dismantle a trap without the use of a bone scrap 4 times in one match. Dismantling a trap is 50% faster. So you also don't have to use a bone scrap 4 times. This is super strong. You then are going to take a right and grab the next 3 perks, which is going to be intertwined how we're going to make this build. Extra drip. Still S tier, even after the nerf. After using a health item, you will continue to receive 3 HP for 12 seconds. Moving on to Slippery. Slippery. After navigating gaps or crawl spaces, you move 15% faster for 7 seconds. This was just recently fixed in yesterday's patch, as well as buff, so it's super nice. And now procs on the end of the gap instead of the beginning. And then finally, what doesn't kill you. After being injured by a melee attack, avoiding additional damage for 15 seconds will reward you with 100% of the health you just lost. This is her meta tree. Once again, take your screenshot. Make sure you grab all your attribute points so we can fill out the next section. You get a total of 33 attribute points. Keep in mind, 38 toughness is 50 toughness in this game. You take the same amount of hits. If you have 38 toughness and 50 toughness, makes no difference. Endurance is set at 40 because we do have to make sure that we get a little bit of that. Don't forget, I also forgot about Rand Track, ladies and gentlemen. We forgot about Rand Track. Super sorry. Rand Track is one of her meta perks right here. Endurance increased by 7, okay? Which is the first build. This is her proficiency build. This is her solo queue build. This is her all-around build for me. 38 toughness, so I have my most survivability. Endurance set at 40, which is awesome. And then 42 proficiency, so I can at least still do some locks. We got Bomb Squad on here, Brand Track, and Extra Drip. Now, if we were to do something different, such as Slippery now, this very well may be the case, because now we're going to have to sacrifice a little bit of proficiency. Endurance, we still want to keep it 40 because that's just the best regen rate, 40 and 45. And proficiency takes a little bit of a hit, but we do have that option in order to continue showcasing that we can get a lock done. Okay, we just got to make sure that we are doing these locks secretly, I guess. A little bit less time. Moving on, again, Extra Drip and Bomb Squad are the anchors here. They stay the same. Next one is going to be getting rid of Extra Drip, or I'm sorry, Bomb Squad, just in case you go into a match where it's like Bubba, Cook, and Johnny, right? Where there's no trappers on the map, no hitch. If it's just a Nancy, we can also get away with that. But if Hitchhiker or Hands is in the game, you are 100% going to want to bring one of these Bomb Squad builds from the jump. But again, the off chance that we don't have a Hitch or Hands in the game, it does happen often, sometimes. So what doesn't kill you is what we want to bring here, okay? And then finally, also, if you want to just be a speed demon, and just run green perks here, endurance perks, Drip, Brand Track, and Slippery. This is basically you and your survivability. You are basically uncatchable at this point with the Slippery buff, the Slippery fix. So it's super nice. And yes, it does stack, okay? So those are the builds that we have. As far as the maps go, I always kind of showcase a couple of maps. We'll go ahead and move on to this section. Oof. Pretty simple. What we do as Ana, again, is just you're a tank. You're a tank for that reason. Your goal is to fuck around with the family and kind of create havoc, especially since we have Extra Drip. We don't have to take unnecessary hits, but we also don't have to prematurely pop our ability, okay? So with Drip, that allows us to kind of do some work. Family House is pretty simple. I've kind of showcased all of how we, you know, the routes we take with Ana. We're going to showcase the Slippery build here just because we can, right? We'll showcase it here, and then we'll showcase it on Mill. These are really the two maps that I like to show. Maps with a lot of pressure. Think of maps with like Graveyard and things. Even the Slippery build might be super strong on Graveyard because we have so many gaps in the basement, so many crawl spaces in the basement to try and get away. The speed update, there's so many dead ends and gaps upstairs in the Graveyard. The Slippery build might be the best for Graveyard. The brand new cosmetics, super nice. The denim outfit is officially out as of the update. Basically, what you want to do as Victim, once again, this is going to be a kind of a scenario. Every game, you just need to rush. Stop trying to slow get tools like this because all you're doing is creating time for the family to get up. Spam the tools. Spam them. They're stuck in a cutscene. You know what I mean? Spam everything that you see. There's no need to be quiet in the basement. Look how long that little red door thing lasts. It's already gone. Already gone. Depending on if there's a Leatherface or not, what I'm going to try and do here, as Ana, as any Victim on Family House, is you want to try and get upstairs before Hitchhiker puts a trap up on the staircases, right? So I'm just immediately going to run. We are going to hit the gap. Check to see if there's a fuse box here. There's no fuse box, or fuse handle, I should say. Bang. Back through. And now it's stacking. And we're going to try and hit upstairs. Now, if there's a Hitchhiker trap, you take your Bone Scrap or Bomb Squad and make sure you dismantle it. Okay? Pretty simple. Fuse box run. If I can look at it. And that's about that, dude. Really. It's just really about rushing, getting upstairs as quick as you can as family because of the scenario. You want to make sure. You can literally get shit done this quick. If the family's not paying attention, you can make these runs, right? Now, we hit layer. Of course, we're going to have different routes. With Ana, she's super strong. You don't have to have unnecessary things. If pulling somebody outside is huge, if there is a hitch trap, make sure that you, at the window, let's say, for example, if you have a bone scrap and a heal on you, you can always take the window jump. Preferably people with stun double, but you can always take the window jump and then bone scrap the trap. Okay? You bone scrap the trap and then you take off. Okay? With Anna's recharge ability of her 40 endurance, we can create a lot of distance, heal up. By the time Hitchhiker has opened the door and is caught up, we're dripping to get to full health, and we are hitting the backyard through the gap. Pretty simple stuff. Okay? That is the best way to play Family House again. To try and get outside or upstairs as quick as possible. Stop lollygagging around and get it done. By the way, we just did that with all the muted sounds, so super sorry. I'll go ahead and turn the game volume back on. I am not going to go re-record that. Here we are. Oh, shit. I'm trash. And then we'll showcase Mill once again, but this time we're going to showcase the power of, the true power of fucking Slippery on the Mill. Okay? The true power of Slippery on the Mill.
Mutilations continue to plague the quiet farming communities of Central Texas, as 2 more were reported just last evening.
Yes, okay, and of course, again, as we wait for the cutscene, always remember that once again, the longer you wait to do shit in the basement by gathering tools, the longer it, or the faster it is for family members upstairs to get set up. If we can catch them off guard before we ever get traps set up, before they ever get traps set up, then we're cooking, right? I mean, that's simple. It's pretty simple. So, with the Will, this is what you want to do. I'm going to showcase this for you now.
What are they doing to me? Oh, thank you. I might be able to break those locks now.
If you spawn West Cell, Bubba is still literally just getting out of his, like, scenario. Just keep running. Fuck it. Don't worry about Grandpa's screams. Get to the door. It eliminates the scream. It allows us to pick the lock while Bubba is still cutting down barricades behind us. Or what if there is no Leatherface? Then we are getting up quickly while the family is still running from battery and other such. We're going to go ahead and showcase this. Bang. Bang.
Oh, God. Stop it, Anna.
Grab the second tool here because we know the box is here. Now we have Slippery. Okay, make the shots. Oh, fuck. All right, I'm getting terror radius. Someone's right behind me. I'm going to leave. Sprint backwards. Hit the gap. Okay, they're going to try and chase maybe if they are a gapper. We're going to close the door. We're going to get a little shifty here. Now we could check here. Okay, we're rolling, getting our stamina back up. Let's hit this side. With Slippery and high endurance, you can survive just by running around a lot. Okay, let's say nobody's checking this side right now. Boom. With the high proficiency build, we are able to get through. And then let's say somebody's right on my tail, right? I'm hitting battery, but somebody's right on my tail. They're going to get here before I get this off. We can hit the gap and play Ring Around the Rosie for a little bit. Let's say it's the cook. He's going to have to walk all the way around. Let's say it's Johnny. He has to walk all the way around. I'm just going to continue to bounce back and forth, constantly gaining Slippery with the reproc. And then when he makes one mistake, I go for the well. Right? Okay, he brought another family member over. I hit the well. It's back and forth. The ability to continue to just run with her with this particular build is super strong. And again, it keeps her alive. But again, this is not just the best build. Those 3 builds that I showed you guys, or 4 builds. There's multiple ways to play Ana. And it all really depends on your play style. Do you prefer running and not engaging? Do you prefer engaging in knife fights? Do you prefer proficiency builds only and sneaking around playing the bomb squad way and just being really stealthy? There's multiple ways to play as her. And so, like I said, she's not just a one-trick pony, kind of like Leland's, kind of like Connie's, where they just can't fight for shit, and they're always being the ones to do objectives. She's pretty versatile. She can do it all. She's the Swiss Army knife of the victims, easily still S tier. And by the way, with her new outfit, she's one of the best looking now. The new fit is gas, tight jeans. This is the first time you've ever seen it on her. She's always had loose clothing, very prude clothing, which is great. That's her style. So this is kind of her out of her comfort zone outfit, which I like. And it's still very classy. It's still classy. Looks good. Okay. That is how you play Ana in the Texas Chainsaw Massacre game. Let me know down in the comment section. What do you think? What Ana builds do you guys like to run? How do you normally play her? Stealthy, engaging, a mixture of both? What do you guys normally do? Also, don't forget, of course, to drop a like on the video, hit the subscribe button, turn on your notification bell. That way you guys get notified every time I go live here on YouTube, over on Twitch, and anytime that I bring you brand new Texas Chainsaw Massacre content. I love you guys, and we'll catch you on the next video. Peace out.